On your role center, you will find quick access to those list pages that are important to your role. We are logged in as a business manager, and so we can find quick access to customers, vendors, items, bank accounts, and chart of accounts list pages from your role center. Now, if I click here on customers, I get the list of all customers. A list is typically not editable as it is designed to search and filter. I can expand my view with the fact box pane. And by clicking here, this gives me access to all kinds of statistics that are relevant to the record that is selected. So if I pick another record, then you will see that these statistics will change. I can also change the layout of the page itself by clicking on layout options. So I can switch now from a list view to a tiles view. That might be a small tiles view or a large tiles view. We will stick with the list view. I can edit or delete a record by clicking the three dots in the number field. So if I select here the three dots, then you can see that I can manage my record by viewing it, by editing it, or deleting it. Now, when I click, for instance, edit, then the card page will open. Now, once the card page is opened, you will see that the card page is designed to edit data. The page is typically opened in an edit mode. You can see that here. So it is not in a read-only mode. If I click on it, you see the read-only mode, but if I click again, then you see that we have the edit mode again. And typically a card page is always used in an edit mode because it is designed, it is intended to change the information. You can also see that a card page is organized in fast steps. You can open and close fast steps just by clicking on it. And if you look at a fast step, you can also identify that there is something which is called show more. And this will give you access to more fields or less fields, depending on what you want to see, what you need at the moment. You can also see that also here we have again a fact box, which we can close or open, and you can move back to your list by either clicking on the back button. You can also click here on the gray zone, or you can click and hit the escape button of your keyboard. And then you will return again to your list page. A typical example of a document page is a sales order. Now let's search for sales orders in Tell Me. If I enter here sales order, then you can see that I can find a list of sales orders by clicking here. The list of sales orders opens, and when I click on the number of this sales order, then the sales order document page will open. And you can immediately identify that a document page is also organized by means of fast steps. So you can see the general fast step, the lines fast step, invoice details fast step, shipping and billing, foreign trade, and prepayment fast steps. When I open the general fast step, you will notice a significant difference between the number of fields shown when I click show less or when I click show more. We will leave it open now in the expanded view, and you can see a lot of information that you can enter or change to identify the sales order. To identify the sales order in terms of the customer information, in terms of date information, in terms of linkage to other sales documents like opportunities, for instance. On the following fast step, the lines fast step, you can enter or you can change the subject of your sales. And that can be an item, but it can also be that you're selling a resource. You can also be selling fixed assets, or you might be selling costs by means of GL accounts, and you can also enter predefined comments. Important to notice that is on the right hand side of your lines fast step, you can find a focus mode for this part. And when you click on that focus mode, you see that you get or you end up with a dedicated page for your lines. And in this example, that might be not so important because we only have a few lines, but this becomes really important when you are working with orders or sales orders that include a lot of lines. And that's, of course, this focus mode will be very convenient. Now, if you want to move back to your sales order list, you can click the back button, you can click here in the gray zone, or you can use your escape button, and then we are back again in the sales order list.